Watch this video before you buy your next trench coat. I will walk you through 10 key technical elements and styling tips tailored to your body shape so you can find the perfect trench coat that not only lasts for years but also elevates your style effortlessly. Hello beautiful people, my name is Elena. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a professional stylist with over 12 years of experience, and I've been fortunate to work with one of the best designers and master tailors while running my own fashion brand that was like a century ago. But anyway, my knowledge spans both styling and clothing production. And today I'm here to share 10 key technical and styling elements you should focus on when choosing your perfect trench coat. So the first detail I want you to focus on is a gun flap or a storm flap, which is actually the same. So this detail is designed to keep the coat sealed, keep the closure sealed, protecting it from the rain and storm pouring inside the coat. Now let me show you the wrong side. I'm wearing this mango trench coat. So imagine button up your coat. This flap isn't doing its job at all. It's supposed to protect against water seeping in, but here it's just missing the mark. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you don't buy the coat if you see that the flap is on the wrong side, that it's just a waste of your money. Let's be honest, you're probably not standing in the pouring rain for 2 hours just to test your coat, right? For me though, it's more like a test of how well the fashion brand understands the basic of design, respects the customer, and I think it also reflects the level of professionalism of their tailors. And it's just a small detail, but it speaks volumes about inner philosophy of the brand. Now, from the point of view of styling, just keep in mind that this detail adds some volume to your upper body. So it's a design that works best for those who need a little extra on top to balance their proportions. So I would not recommend this detail for a fuller bust girls, especially when this flap has exaggerated design, like here for example. Second detail, shoulder epaulets. The same advice goes for shoulder epaulets. These also add volume to your upper body, so if you have wider shoulders and don't want to emphasize them, it's best to skip this detail. On the other hand, if you're more of a pear shape, epaulets are a fantastic way to balance your figure. Just define your waist with a belt and you transform your shape from pear to a beautiful hourglass. And before we continue, just a gentle reminder, I have developed a very simple yet highly effective style quiz. Take this quiz, it will take just a few moments, answer a few questions, and you will get your personal wardrobe plan absolutely free right to your mailbox. Your personal wardrobe plan will guide you to create a capsule wardrobe that aligns with your current lifestyle, understand the basics, and create stylish and bold outfits. All the links are waiting for you in the description box. Now back to the topic. Now collar. When checking the collar, make sure it has a stand. This helps give the collar a lift, creating a more 3D shape. This detail gives your trench coat like a more luxurious and refined appearance, but it also serves a practical purpose by protecting your neck from the wind and moisture. And take a look at this collar, it's completely flat. Notice how it lacks that stand. This is a small but nice detail that you'll definitely want to check before buying your new trench coat. This is what separates a cheap-looking coat from a well-made, high-quality one, especially for a classic design trench coat. I mean, it's okay when designers keeps this part in a modern minimalist design coat, but a classic double-breasted coat needs this detail to look finished and polished. And here's an important thing, it's not about the price tag, it's about choosing your garment wisely and for an even more refined touch. Check out the hook detail on the collar stand. It's a classic feature of a well-tailored trench coat. For example, this Banana Republic coat has a double hook, and this one from UNIQLO has a single hook, and it's only $129. So yeah, As always, I have linked everything in the description box. I've spent like several hours looking for the best options online, so I have linked everything in the description box, both for the American market and for the European market. And I'm not saying that this is like an absolute must. In fact, some of the trench coats I'm eyeing right now, like for example, this Massimo Dutti coat, doesn't have the collar stand and the hook, but it's more like a minimalist overcoat, not a classic trench coat. If you are looking for a classic double-breasted coat that will last for years to come, this detail is very important to consider. Now, single or double-breasted coat, and this question is more about choosing the right cut for your specific body shape. Double-breasted coats, especially with storm flaps and shoulder epaulets, add a lot of volume to your upper body. So if you don't need or want that extra volume, opt for a minimalist single-breasted coat instead. For plus-size girls or petite women wanting to look taller and slimmer, go for a single-breasted coat in a straight classic cut like this one from Toteme or Ralph Lauren. These designs flatter your body and enhance your natural beauty. And petite girls, if you still want to go for a classic double-breasted coat, I would recommend opting for like a more fitted cut. A classic Burberry trench coat is the perfect example of a timeless piece that flatters petite figures. Thin length, well-fitted shoulders, and pay attention to shoulder seams. They should be like perfectly placed. Tailored sleeves and the delicate small flap detail all come together to complement a petite frame beautifully. Speaking of petite frame, don't forget that there are fashion brands that offer both regular and petite sizing, because shortening the sleeves and hemming the trench coat is a challenge for a seamstress. So don't forget that we have brands like ASOS, Banana Republic, and LOFT, and Ralph Lauren. Those are brands that offer both regular and petite sizing. I have linked them in the description box. Now let's talk about fabric, maybe like the most important part. Historically, trench coats were made from cotton twill. So twill fabric looks a bit like denim because of its diagonal weave, like diagonal texture. This is the easiest way to recognize it. This type of woven fabric is highly resilient. It can last for years, protect you from wind and humidity, yet remains breathable. So it's durable, breathable, and has a crisp structure that holds the shape of the trench coat while offering excellent protection against rain and wind. And don't forget about the lining, because it's very important, especially when we're talking about fall, winter, and spring seasons. It adds durability and helps the coat drape beautifully on the body. Just keep in mind that fabric is often a key factor in pricing. So if you're looking to save some money, you can opt for a blend of cotton and polyester. Just make sure that you're not overpaying for what you get. For example, I have a mango coat that doesn't have a lining and it's a polyester blend, but I absolutely love it and I wear it all the time because the design, color, and cut are so good. Plus, the price was such a steal that it totally made sense. Water-resistant coating. So a classic cotton twill can get a water-resistant coating. So if you live in a rainy country, this feature is a must. Just check the composition label for a special mark. A water-resistant coating prevents water from soaking into the fabric, keeping you dry even during the downpour. Now, the vent. Vent is a split on the back of your coat or your blazer, and if you plan to wear your trench coat button up with the belt, make sure it has a vent. Why? Because it allows you to move freely, take longer steps without putting extra pressure on the side seams. And again, this feature adds a durability to your coat, overcoat, or just a blazer. And my personal favorite is a box pleat. Just have a look. This detail gives you freedom of movement while keeping you warm and dry. It's like a truly thoughtful design feature. Look at this beautiful Banana Republic coat. And by the way, the one that I am eyeing at Massimo Dutti has the same kind of a special vent. Now the buttons, and actually I can say that this is the last key element I want you to focus on while deciding whether the coat worth your money. Avoid cheap, shiny, metallic buttons. they can make the coat or blazer look really low quality. The buttons should have a minimalist look, something like brownish, dark tortoise shell style buttons. The classic design adds a touch of elegance and is a much better alternative to cheap, shiny ones. And here's a tailoring tip. Check the base of the button. You want to see a thread shank, which creates extra space for the fabric layers when you button up. And taking the tailoring up a notch, if you spot a safety button inside the lining that secures the main button, you found a winner. Grab that coat. It's worth every penny. And honestly, this is pretty crucial because it allows the button to function properly without putting extra pressure on threads and on fabric, meaning your coat will last longer. And the last one for today, seam binding. Okay, I have to admit, maybe this one is more like about raincoats rather than trench coats, but I call it like the next level craftsmanship. If you see seam binding, usually in unlined coats, you have found a great detail. It reinforces the seams, making the coat more durable and well finished. Now that we have covered all the technical and body shape oriented issues, let's shift focus to the styling side. So maybe you're not concerned with all these technical and functional issues. Maybe you're more focusing on the style and fashion, like pure art of self-expression. So if you ask me, Elena, short trench coats or single-breasted or double-breasted or minimalist kind of trench coats, I would say short trench coats or jackets are perfect for pairing with wide-leg jeans, pants or flared skirts. Since the lengths don't compete, they create a balanced and harmonious look. Single-breasted coats, especially minimalist designs, are trending right now. They're fantastic for layering and offer a clean, modern aesthetic. Since they don't dominate your look, they act like a blank canvas, allowing you to showcase your personal style. I'm leaning towards this direction myself. I'm definitely eyeing a new minimalist coat for this season. As for classic double-breasted coats, I'd recommend them to those of you who prefer a more timeless, elegant and classy look. And no matter which style you choose, remember that a well-chosen trench coat can be both a practical investment and a stylish statement years to come. You know the drill. Share this video with someone who might appreciate this kind of information. Drop your comments down below. Don't forget to follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram, and see you in the next one. And you're still here, it means you want to watch another video from Elena. My recommendation would be what makes you look older. 10 major mistakes that make you look older than you really are. Watch, click, click, click. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.